Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tip number 2. Just recapping, remember tip number 1, hopefully you've surrounded yourself with like-minded people. Now, before we select the property, before we get finance, we need to select the correct entity. Extremely important. It can save you tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars by the time you come to sell that property. So we do what's called a top-down approach. The correct entity could be anything. It could be a sole ownership, a joint ownership, tenants in common, a trust, a proprietary limited company, or a super fund, and/or a combination of all of those. All those structures have a certain and particular need for different situations. And to understand your personal situation, we'd need to sit down and work out what the long-term aspects are of your investment strategy. But by and large, the two most common ways to invest is either joint tenancy, where the typical husband and wife will own a property, and if one party dies, the other half will be bequeathed. The other typical one for an active property investor is indeed the discretionary trust. A discretionary trust does exactly that. Each year you divvy up the negative geared loss, the profit or the capital gain. It's a wonderful vehicle that can save you tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars through the whole investment program. So I'd love to be able to have the opportunity to sit down with you, work out which entity will suit you before we even talk about finance and/or selecting your property. Feel free to give us a call.